The following program is in no way representative of the high-quality programming usually seen on this television network. The views expressed and fishing techniques demonstrated are not endorsed by this station. The following is not a news broadcast.
Hi, welcome to probably what's going to be the best Fishmasters ever. This is one of the best shows that we've ever done. We've got a lot of great stuff coming up that we can't even tell you about because it's that good. You'll want to wait and be surprised by what's wrong?
We didn't do a show.
We did a show. We did a really good show. A show that...
When?
Oh, good. You won't... You don't tell them that. We have 2 minutes to come up with something. You don't tell them we don't have a show. We could throw up anything, and they think that's great. That's better than normal.
We're gonna get in trouble.
No, we don't have to. If we didn't tell them we didn't have a show, they wouldn't know we didn't have a show. But now you've done and told them that we did. The thing is I have a show.
Okay, we have a show.
But what's coming up. We've got a. I just wish we could go back in time and redo this stupid intro. I'd do it without you. It'd probably work a lot smoother. Maybe. I got an idea. And coming up, we do have a show now because I just thought of it.
We do.
And it's coming up in after the intro and then commercial break, and then it'll be the best thing you ever saw. You won't believe it. You'll be thrilled by it. Just go to the intro, to the beginning.
Let's fish! Let's fish! Let's fish! Fishmasters! 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 Fishmasters!
I got one. Bring him in. Hey, where y'all fishing at?
Hi, welcome to Fishmasters. This week we traveled back in time to the medieval resonance kind of period or age, and the way we did it is kind of complicated, so we're not even going to explain it to you because you got to know like the laws of quantum leap physics, and you have to know like all the old episodes of Star Trek and stuff, the time travel, and you have to know the theory of relatives and stuff like that. It's all too complicated and over your heads, but anyway, we figured it out, and we went back to the resonance medieval kind of times and periods, so we're living back in the past, and you wouldn't have wanted to been back here anyway because they got like diseases with no cures and lots of poverty and violent times and kind of like today, only we're like back in the past.
They dress different.
Not really. You're probably pretty amazed at our futuristic clothing and amazing futuristic devices.
Strange
What kind of a device be that?
Oh, teeth.
It's from the future.
These must be witches. Witches! We should have them burned. Burn them! Burn them!
These are the Fishmasters from the medieval Renaissance times. Hey, you stupid idiot, you forgot the bait.
Oh yay. Oh, and you're just as foolish, I must say. And look at the silly hat you're wearing. It's so awful.
This is a life, isn't it? This is great. Where are we exactly?
Remember when I caught one of them?
Yeah.
What is that?
That's a boo. You might want to put it down. It's attached to somebody. I like the past. No Lulu yet.
Lulu's gonna love this shot.
Ooh. We better be going. Thanks. He's sorry. He's sorry. He didn't mean to. You got to hear how this guy from the past talks. Go ahead and talk and tell me.
I don't understand it, lads. You got these wimpy swords in your hand. How can you expect to kill any Englishman, let alone a Frenchman, with that ridiculous sword?
He talks funny. You can't even tell what he's saying.
Funny.
I wish I had that kind of an accent.
Help!
I'm trying to.
Get me out!
I don't know how you even got in here. I should just leave you in there.
I thought it was
probably.
a ride. I put in a quarter. Oh! Help! Ow!
Quit it. You're embarrassing me.
Oh! I'm never gonna. Oh, my ball!
I don't know how to. I'll go get help and come back.
No!
I'll be back.
Wait! Look, it's pretty.
That looks kind of like a target.
Hey. Yay! Amen.
For everything is righteous in the name of the Lord.
I think these are the Jehovah's Witnesses of the Renaissance period.
Nay, we are Calvinists.
Yay, we're Calvinists.
We ain't home.
We're not too sure of our periods.
Well, our queen is good Queen Elizabeth. Does that help you, Edie?
Yeah, you are in England, sir.
You are in England in 1593.
1593. That's before the Beatles. Now we're gonna get a psychic reading from this fella from the past.
Thou art telling us that thou art from the future?
Right, we're from the future. That's why we're in this amazing futuristic clothing.
Well, Senora. Would hide him
These
well in the
amazing-
brush. And this is for what? What does it do?
This is for the catching of the fish.
This is for catching of the fish.
I feel kind of funny.
I kind of see you guys from the future.
Yeah, we're from the future.
Let's go, he got it.
And what is this about thy chest?
That's his
Strong swimmer.
his life preserver. It's from the future.
He's in battle, no? Aye, we could use a great deal of those. It is not very good armor for you then, eh?
No, you can hit him and it don't hurt him. Try it. You'll try it.
It don't hurt. No, wait.
It doesn't hurt him at all.
Thou dost say, if I do cut him with this, it will not kill him?
It might. You might want to try. It's amazing.
What?
And I see, especially you, do you have a big problem at home?
Yeah, I have a big problem at home.
I see a very immense problem.
Very large problem.
At home.
She's huge.
She's huge?
My problem. I got a huge, big fat problem.
Tenderize it for us.
You could probably try that on.
For softening the soul.
I don't even feel it. That is excellent. Well. Oh.
It's futuristic.
She.
It's a word y'all haven't been taught yet.
Got any biscuits? Feed him.
That's my sporran.
I bet you're amazed by our futuristic clothing and stuff from the future.
Oh, give me a break, buddy. This is a Renaissance fair.
Get us some fish.
I don't think they had fish in medieval days.
Sir, we'll have an order of fish. We catch it, but we're back in time.
I think some of these cooks have sunglasses on. The sunglasses must have come with us when we went back to the past from the future, and these
Maybe they're blind.
Could be.
Oh, do you know what time it is, too?
Man, it sure is different back in these times, in the past, in the medieval times.
I feel younger.
Hey, man. Hey, you're Fishmasters, right?
Yeah.
Look. Can we get on your show?
Hey, you just ruined it. We were trying to tell the folks at home that we went back in time. You just ruined the show. That was just stupid. It was just stupid. Trying to trick people to think that we went back in time. They might have bought it if it was somebody that had, some degree of intelligence that might have been able to create time travel. But when it's us, they just say, look, those idiots are trying to pull one over on us again.
You saying we ain't smart?
Well, we're not smart. We're smart. We're like smarter than the average individuals, but we're not smart enough to be time traveling is the thing. And it was just dumb of us to try to pull that off. Now we've, completely wasted a show trying to come up with some idea to impress a bunch of people that aren't going to be impressed by anything we do anyway. We should have just gone out in the boat and tried to catch some fish. Just stick with some kind of a show where we just catch fish. Why can't we do that? Seems like we're always getting ourselves into a mess when we try to improve the show. We should just leave it like it is. It's a crappy show. Enjoy it. Here's a crappy show for you to watch. I think that's the way to go. Don't try to fool the people thinking that it's going to be a good show coming on, because then their expectations will be so high, as soon as we come on, they'll flip the channel. Let's just say it's a crappy show, and then anything we do that's even semi-interesting...
It ain't just a crappy show, and we'll catch trout too, or salmon if we can.
Yeah,
we're not going to just catch crappie.
Brother Bill for Fishmaster Brew.
I've been hearing that a lot of you people are afraid to drink Fishmaster Brew because it's dangerous. You're afraid to drink it because it might kill you. Well, nobody wants to live forever. Drink it. I'll come over there and make you drink it. If you don't drink it through your mouth, I'll make sure you get it some other way.
Fishmaster Brew, just drink it.
Hi. We'd like to take this time to read some stuff our lawyers wrote up, and they told us that for legal reasons we need to air this or read this on the air. So here goes. Fishmaster Brew is not endorsed by the producers of Fishmasters, even though the brand name suggests otherwise. Fishmaster Brew is not recognized by the Food and Drug Administration. The Fishmasters do not actually distribute Fishmaster Brew, nor are they connected with its production, although they may have jokingly suggested this in previous Fishmaster Brew ads. The name Fishmaster Brew is purely coincidental and is in no way connected with the television series Fishmasters, nor is it connected with anyone responsible for the production of the television series Fishmasters. No Fishmaster Brew ads have intentionally been placed within the Fishmasters television show. If such ads have been viewed, it is purely coincidental or possibly a mass hallucination. Tapes that may have been edited are not admissible in a court of law. Some more here. The Fishmasters program is not simply a front for the illegal production, distribution, and sale of Fishmaster Brew. The producers of Fishmasters are familiar with the term bootlegging and the legal consequences of this type of business venture. Fishmasters Incorporated is in no way liable for people who consume Fishmaster Brew. And there's a couple other pages, but we're out of time for this part of the show. So let's just go on back to the fishing action. Did I ever tell you that story about Lulu and the little Mexican hairless dog? It's like a long time before she married me. She went down to Tijuana and she came across this little Chihuahua Mexican hairless puppy dog, and she figured she'd take that back as a souvenir, have her little souvenir of her visit to Mexico, have one of them little dogs. She took it and stuck it in her bag and hid it and got it across customs. They never known that she had it. She got it home about 2 days later. It started like spewing up green pus and stuff was coming out of its eyes and out of its ears. Real disgusting like. So she took it down to the vet and she goes, Mr. Vet, I forget his name because I was before we were together, but she goes, Mr. Vet, what's wrong with my Mexican hairless Chihuahua? And he goes, that's not a Mexican hairless Chihuahua. That is a Mexican sewer rat.
Ah! Was it really?
It was a rat. She had a rat instead of the, she thought it was a dog, but it was a rat.
Was he able to help him?
No, the thing died. The thing that makes that story interesting is that it wasn't a Mexican hairless chihuahua after all. It was a Mexican sewer rat.
What was wrong with it?
They don't make good pets.
But what was wrong with it? Why was it draining pus?
Because it's just a rat. A lot of times when rats get ill, they spit up pus and stuff. That's why they're not the best pets unless you have those white domesticated ones. Them make good pets. You can have a whole room full of domesticated white rats, but the Mexican sewer rats, because they eat sewage and stuff, you don't want them as a pet.
Where do y'all keep it?
No, we didn't keep it. That was before I met her anyway. See, we didn't keep it after once the vet told her it was a Mexican sewer rat, she didn't want it anymore.
How come?
Because it was a Mexican sewer rat and not the dog that she thought it was.
Oh.
Is any of this sinking in at all? Are you understanding anything that I'm telling you?
Uh-huh.
What was I just talking about?
Brother Bill for Fishmaster Brew.
Fishmaster Brew, drink it, or I'll take a whole case of them and come over to your house and
Fishmaster Brew, just drink it.
I was waiting for you to stop that so I could go on. Let's just go back to the fishing action. Just skip this part completely. Did I ever tell you about my my cousins with the rabbit problem? They had they raised rabbits because they like to eat them, and it got to be rabbits did what rabbits do, and they got so many of them that they had to get rid of them.
He bought too many?
No.
Is that why there's so many, or?
No, he didn't buy too many rabbits. The thing is that you've never heard the expression they were breeding like rabbits is a thing. They had rabbits in every room of the house. They had them out in the yard. They were giving them away. They were selling them. The neighbors were having big rabbit fries. They were just trying to get rid of these rabbits. And the thing is, I have these cousins and they're idiots pretty much. And what they did is they would take the rabbits and they had this big 4x4. They were so proud of it. It was this huge, big, nice, beautiful vehicle. And they'd fill up the back of it with these rabbits, and then they cruise out to a remote area. They take these real powerful firecrackers, kind of like dynamite. They tie those to the rabbits and then light them. Then it was at night. They'd turn on the headlights. They'd watch the rabbit dart away and then blow up. The rabbit would go and boom, it'd blow up. And so they was out there, and then they grab another rabbit, and the rabbits are pretty tame. They wouldn't start running until they'd honk the horn and turn on the headlights. They'd tie the firecracker to the rabbit. The rabbit would start going off in the headlights, and boom, and it would explode. And they got one rabbit, and they tied that big firecracker dynamite thing to it, and it took off in the headlights, and they were laughing, and then it turned around and it came back and went under the truck, blew them up, killed them, burned up the truck, killed all the rabbits that were in the trunk. I guess it's not really that funny a story.
Drink Fishmaster Brew for when you haven't got time to wait for a buzz.
Fishmaster Brew, when you don't have time to wait for a buzz.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey. Oh boy. Hey. Hey. Oh boy.
And I would be the Queen's Low Lord Executioner. Would be, and I do cut the heads off of the low lords in this area. Indeed, and me blade be nice and sharp just for them.
We poor sailors go skipping to the top, and the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.
Arr, executioner. Ah.
Then 3 times around went our gallant ship, and 3 times around went she. 3 times around went our gallant ship, and she sank to the bottom of the sea.
You're welcome to our... Hold on.
And the landlubbers lie down below, 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 and the landlubbers lie down below.